Bubba Gump Smollett. Smollier. Whatever. Talk about an instant backfire. You gotta wonder whether there's some covert white supremo whispering into the ears of these dumb motherfuckers, just to make them look stupid. Just put a noose around your neck and say it was a hate crime. Everyone will believe you and you'll get heaps more famous. It's totally win-win, bruh.
And I want a little gay boy. Who might watch this to see that I fought back.
Anyway, we'll get right into this just after this sponsor. See you on the other side. With a lot of the world's workforce now based at home, VPN security is an absolute must. And in terms of functionality and value for money, it's hard to look past VirtualShield. You can encrypt all your browsing activity, protect your personal data, and even change your location. Check this out. What's my IP.com? Bang. So here's my current IP address that indicates I'm located in Sydney, Australia. I'll open VirtualShield and change my location to Germany. Hit refresh, and now I've got a new IP address that indicates I'm located in Frankfurt, Germany. VirtualShield is one of the fastest and most user-friendly VPNs on the market, and they offer a money-back guarantee to back it up. Due to the recent Koof pandemic, VirtualShield is offering 50% off all VPN plans and all premium add-ons, including Protection Plus, Residential Access, and VIP performance plans for as little as a cup of coffee. Sign up for a free 30-day trial to VirtualShield VPN and see what all the hype is about. You've got nothing to lose.
An incredible showing earlier this hour, a show of solidarity from NASCAR drivers and crew members for the only black driver currently in the top circuit, Bubba Wallace. This happened at the Talladega Super Speedway. They're running the race today that was rained out yesterday. Minutes before the race, Wallace's competitors rallied around him, pushing the car number 43, Richard Petty's old number, to the front of the field. Wallace appeared to be overcome with emotion at the moment, lowered his head into his arms. He also tweeted a picture of the group with the word "together." Now, this comes after somebody put a noose inside of Bubba Wallace's garage stall over the weekend. The incident comes less than 2 weeks after NASCAR announced it would ban Confederate flags from all events after Bubba Wallace himself called for that change. NASCAR quickly condemned this act, announced once it was discovered and who was responsible, it would, quote, eliminate them from the sport. Wallace released a statement reading in part, and we quote, "Today's despicable act of racism and hatred leaves me incredibly saddened and serves as a painful reminder of how much further we have to go as a society and how persistent we must be in the fight against racism. This will not break me," he says. "I will not give in, nor will I back down. I will continue to proudly stand for what I believe in."
So Bubba Wallace, the only black professional NASCAR driver, had a bit of an incident this week with a noose found hanging in his garage at Talladega, presumably put there as a spiteful symbol of hate by some evil white supremacist. Now, Bubba didn't find the noose himself. He was alerted to its presence by the teary-eyed president of the NASCAR organisation itself. The cunt was, the president of NASCAR was crying. We came and told him about it. He's crying. He's like, "Oh, there's a noose in your garage."
It was an electrical cord.
Yeah, it was a snap tie.
It was a fuel pump.
It was one of those things you hang the air fresheners in your car off. Like, you know how you get the air fresheners, it's got the lacquer band on it, and you hang it from the mirror.
It was a spare car belt seat.
Turns out it was just a seatbelt. Anyway.
It's hanging in a noose-like fashion.
Anyway. Bubba jumped right aboard the publicity pity train, appearing on as many mainstream media programs as he could, to talk about the evils of racism and how this sort of heinous act just isn't acceptable in 2000 and current year, even going so far as to call anyone who doubted the incident simple-minded.
Now, some people are suggesting that this is a hoax or perhaps even staged by NASCAR to garner more support for the removal of the Confederate flag.
Yeah, just like Steve Phelps said, it offends me that people would go to those measures. But again, I'm not shocked. People are entitled to their own opinion to make them feel good, whatever, help them sleep at night. But it's simple-minded people like that, the ones that are afraid of change. They use everything in their power to defend what they stand up for.
So anyway, the fucking FBI's called in and they assigned like 15 agents to get to the bottom of this hate crime. About a day later, they conclude that this noose just isn't a noose at all. It's actually a manual garage door pull, just like the manual garage door pulls in all the other garages at Talladega. Now, just so we're on the same page here, the president of NASCAR thought a manual garage door pull was a noose left in Bubba's garage as some sort of hate crime, and so it exploded into an international news story and became a priority FBI investigation.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
Okay, so I have a couple of questions. Why didn't the president of NASCAR recognise that this noose was a fucking garage door pull? Why didn't any of Bubba's crew? I mean, supposedly he's got like a big crew. He's probably got 10, 15 crew members, right? Why didn't they recognise that this noose was a garage door pull? Why didn't Bubba himself come and look at the noose and say, hey guys, that's just a garage door pull? Why didn't fucking anyone look at what this noose was attached to? I mean, it's obviously attached to some sort of garage door opening mechanism. Wouldn't you look at that and think, hey, hang on a sec, if we apply weight to this, wouldn't it just open the garage door? Not a real effective noose. And lastly, these are the racing car garages at fucking Talladega. There's literally billions of dollars worth of equipment. Racing cars, diagnostic equipment, mechanical equipment, you name it. Surely they have security cameras. Why didn't they check the security cameras before they came out and said, hey, someone left a noose in Bubba's garage, this must be a fucking hate crime? This is bullshit. This is a setup. I don't know who set it up, but this is a setup. Anyway, the FBI did their investigation and came out and said, hey guys, this is just a garage door pull. And a few hours later, Bubba appeared on CNN to talk to Don Lemon. Let's have a look at that.
I want to hear now from Bubba Wallace himself. He is back with me tonight. Bubba, good evening to you. I think you've handled this like a champ, and I'm appreciative that you came to speak to us tonight, because we first talked about the Confederate flag on this show and many other issues. So again, thank you. So much has happened just in the last few hours. A federal investigation shows that this wasn't a hate crime. Talk to me about what's going through your head. How are you feeling right now?
Okay. Remember I showed you that snippet of the interview Bubba did on The View with Whoopi Goldberg and those other bitches? Well, here's the very start of that interview.
Hello, Bubba Wallace. Welcome to The View. We are proud to have you here.
Yes, good morning. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Now, does anyone notice the stark difference between these interviews? Here, let me break it down for you. It's really simple. Hate crime has just been committed. No hate crime has just been committed. Hate crime has just been committed. No hate crime has just been committed. Hate crime has just been committed. No hate crime has just been committed. Why do these people seem so happy when a hate crime has been committed and so sad when a hate crime has not been committed? Anyway, let's continue.
I can't hear Bubba. Bubba, we lost your audio. There we go.
I'm sorry.
Talk to me about how you're feeling right now.
I'm pissed.
He's pissed. I mean, why wouldn't he be pissed? It turns out some horrible racist wasn't threatening his life after all. Why wouldn't he be pissed?
I'm mad because people are trying to test my character and the person that I am and my integrity, and they're not stealing that away from me, but they're just trying to test that.
You're a fucking NASCAR driver who went on the national media circuit to complain about a fucking noose that turned out to be a garage door pull. You're a fucking idiot. You're an absolute fucking idiot.
As a person, Don, that doesn't need the fame, doesn't need the hype, doesn't need the media, I could care less. I could give two craps about that. But to sit there and read, and that's my problem. I'm reading too much into it and investing too much time into it. I am.
Don't.
I know.
That.
Oh, what's happening? At Bubba Wallace, you, sir, are a fucking idiot. Bang. I think that was pretty succinct.
But Don, to hear my side of the story, and I don't mean to steal your spotlight of the show, but my side needs to be heard.
Your side needs to be heard. What other side is there? The garage door pulls? I mean, there's no other side here. There's no bad guy. Your side's the only side, and you're a fucking idiot who fucked it up.
I don't know what time it was, about 5:30, 6 o'clock on Sunday evening after the race has been called. Garages are closed. My crew was on a plane back to North Carolina. I was about to go out to dinner with a couple of fellow competitors, and we were talking about what time we were going to leave, where we were going, and I get a phone call from, I'm in my motorhome. I get a phone call from the president, Steve Phelps, and it's a phone call, Don, that I'll never forget. It's one of those phone calls where you can automatically tell within the first couple seconds that something's wrong.
Oh my God, this is so fucking boring. Get to the point.
Okay, so he walks down the motorhome, opens up the door, and the look that he had on his face alerted me in a way that I'll never forget as well. And it's still thinking like, okay, what did I do? Let me know. And now, mind you, I got to the racetrack at, I don't remember what time, 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Oh, who fucking cares? Get to the point. Haven't you wasted enough time on this already?
But the conversation that I had with Steve Phelps was, I would say, and I'm speaking for him, I would probably say one of the hardest things, if not the hardest thing he's ever had to tell somebody. Tears rolling down his face, choked up on every word that he was trying to say, that the evidence that he had brought to me that a hate crime was committed.
What evidence? The fact that there was a rope in your garage connected to the garage mechanism that opens the garage door? Yeah, good hate crime, you fucking idiots.
But I never seen the noose. I never reported it. Like I said, I was going to dinner.
Let me jump in here, Bubba. Because no one is accusing you of doing anything wrong.
I am. I'm accusing him of being a fucking idiot because he went on the national media circuit bitching about a fucking hate crime over something he never saw, and it ended up being a fucking garage door pull. He was so ready to accept the fact that it must be a racist hate crime that he did the national media circuit without looking at the fucking thing himself. As I said, he's a fucking idiot.
And the knuckleheads who are criticizing you,
though.
No, but you can't worry about that. Not anyone with any sense. And fair-minded people are not accusing you of doing anything wrong. You were simply reacting to what the head of NASCAR told you.
Yeah, well, like I said, he's a fucking idiot too.
You know, you talked about it earlier. The people don't want to hear the truth. And people that want to know me and want to get to know me, the new fans that have come into the sport, I appreciate it. One thing you'll never take away from me is how 100% I am, how raw I am, how real I am, and how I'll shoot it to you straight each and every time, because that's how I was brought up and that's what I stand by.
Well, go on, give us the uncut raw truth, Bubba. Shoot it to us straight.
Have you seen ropes like that hanging from garages? Is that typical?
Don, the image that I have and I have seen of what was hanging in my garage is not a garage pool. I've been racing all my life. We've raced out of hundreds of garages that never had garage pools like that. So people that want to call it a garage pool and put out old videos and photos of knots being in their evidence, go ahead. But from the evidence that we have, and that I have, it's a straight up noose. The FBI has stated it was a noose over and over again. NASCAR leadership has stated that it was a noose. I can confirm that. I actually got evidence of what was hanging in my garage, over my car, around my picker guys, to confirm that it was a noose.
Yeah, listen, the FBI said the noose was a garage door pull. If they meant to confirm it was a noose, they would have just said it's a noose. They said the noose was a garage door pull, you lying fucking idiot. Anyway, that's just about me done. I can't stomach any more of this. I'll catch you later.